What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Addiction Network. Today we're talking Week 17 game preview, Titans versus Texans. Over-under in this one is 45.5, and right now the Titans are favored to win by 3.5 on the road. This one is very interesting, very frustrating from a fantasy perspective. So I think the reason why the spread is the way that it is, for one, the Titans are playing good even though they've lost the past 2 weeks. They still have looked good out there, and they're still technically in the driver's seat for the 6th playoff seed. Really what is also pretty disturbing in this one is the Texans will know as of this point, because this is an afternoon game. So at this point in the day, the Texans will know if they have any chance at taking the number 3 slot. Like if the Patriots lose, or if I actually think it's just the Chiefs at this point because of their record. So if the Chiefs lose and the Texans know that they can fight for that number 3 spot, then they might fight a little bit harder. But really, if the Chiefs win and the Patriots are locked in the number 2 spot, and the Texans are locked in at number 4, then there's absolutely not really anything for them to fight for other than the fact that they could play out of spite to keep their division rival out of the playoffs. But there's a chance here. Right now, DeAndre Hopkins and Deshaun Watson are both questionable on the injury report. So if there's nothing for them to play for, they might just give them the week off. And that could completely change the dynamics of this game. So just keep that in mind as we talk about the start sits in this one. I'm going under the assumption that everyone plays in this one. But obviously have a backup plan on the Texans side. So we'll start both quarterbacks here. Tannehill and Watson are both great plays. If Derrick Henry plays, of course you're going to play him. I'm trying to avoid Carlos Hyde and Duke Johnson in this one. DeAndre Hopkins, A.J. Brown, and then Kenny Stills is a good play this week. I'm not going to chase points with Tajae Sharpe, but I do think he's an okay DFS play if you need upside. Jonnu Smith has looked great. Definitely playing him. Not playing either Texans tight end Darren Fells or Jordan Akins, and then I'm trying to avoid both defenses here. All right, so on the Titans side of the ball, at least we have a little more clarity. We know the Titans need to win. They want to lock down that 6th seed in the playoffs. So I'm going to keep rolling with Ryan Tannehill. He's been great the past 5-6 weeks for fantasy, so you're going to continue rolling with that. Derrick Henry plays, you're playing him. That's pretty simple. A.J. Brown is another great play. He had a great game against the Texans a few weeks ago. Look for him to continue to stay dominant. I think you can play Tajae Sharpe again in DFS if you need to, or if you're absolutely desperate. I do think he carries some upside here. It looks like Adam Humphries is going to miss, and possibly even Corey Davis. So he becomes the number 2 outside of A.J. Brown. Only risk you run into is if this game is not a shootout, then there's just not enough volume to go around. But I think he's an okay play. It's just not someone that I'm looking to force into my lineup. Jonnu Smith has been playing absolutely great the past 3 weeks. He's been tremendous. I think you can trust him pretty strongly going forward into this one. So Jonnu Smith is a great play. Not very looking to start either defense in this game. Hoping for this one to be high scoring. All right, again, on the Texans side of the ball, make sure you have an option, which is really hard with an afternoon game, especially with no Monday night game. If you have Deshaun Watson, just make sure that you have some type of option either in the afternoon games or in the 49ers Seahawks game to pivot away from Deshaun Watson if he ends up not playing. So just keep an eye on that. It's definitely a possibility at this point, but if he does play, you play him. On the running back side, again, I'm just really not wanting to trust either guy in this game. Carlos Hyde has been okay the past couple weeks, but it's been mostly on the back of getting a touchdown. You can't guarantee that. Other than that, he's not getting any volume in the passing game to give you any kind of a floor. So I'm not trusting either guy here. Wide receivers, same thing as Deshaun Watson. If Watson plays, then you can trust the wide receiver and the receivers in this game. But if he doesn't, I'm not playing really anyone on the Texans side. But obviously you play Hopkins if he's out there, and I think Kenny Stills will carry a pretty good chance at having a good game, especially with Will Fuller out again. So you can trust Kenny Stills not playing Kiki QT or anything like that. Don't get cute with it. Tight ends, Darren Fells and Jordan Akins have been pretty bad past couple weeks. I don't know if one of those guys get a touchdown this week, I don't know which one it will be, so I'm not playing either of them. And then I don't want to start the Texans defense against the red-hot Titans offense. Anyway, I hope you guys found this enjoyable. Thank you so much for joining us throughout this year. Loved hanging out with you guys, so we'll be posting a bunch more stuff throughout the off season, getting you guys ready for 2020. Happy New Year to you, and we'll see you in the next video.